Over the last 24 months, hundreds of billions of dollars have flowed into the physical construction of global AI infrastructure. During this period, Wall Street operated under a single dominant assumption. NVIDIA's grip on high-end AI training hardware was an untouchable monopoly. The financial implication was simple. If you were any other chip manufacturer, the market assumed you were only fighting for leftover scraps. Institutional investors had effectively written off the possibility of a true multiplayer race for the backbone of the AI industry. That consensus shattered on May 5, 2026. AMD posted a record Q1 revenue of $10.3 billion, up 38%, with earnings per share climbing 43%. Their balance sheet reinforced this, generating $2.6 billion in free cash flow, ending with over $12 billion in cash reserves. Wall Street did not wait to deliberate. AMD shares surged 16% on the following Wednesday, listing the company's market capitalization decisively above $650 billion. The ripple was immediate. The surge pulled the Nasdaq composite to a record high of 25,838, its strongest single-day advance in weeks. This wasn't just a strong quarter. It was a violent recalibration of the AI chip thesis, proving the hardware boom had entered an entirely different phase. To find the source of that $10 billion result, you have to look past the consumer electronics that defined AMD for decades. Data center revenue jumped 57% to $5.8 billion, driven by massive shipments of EPYC processors and Instinct GPUs. When viewed as a percentage of total sales, the shift is clear. Data center operations now account for over half of AMD's total revenue. This data confirms that AMD's revenue mix has shifted away from consumer hardware to become a dedicated data center enterprise, a transition that seemed unlikely 18 months ago. CEO Lisa Su attributed this sudden acceleration in demand to a specific shift in how AI models are actually used. This comparison breaks down the transition. On the left is model training, the compute-intensive work NVIDIA dominates. On the right is agentic inference, where AI agents execute tasks. These inference workloads require less raw power per task, but demand massive volume and continuous 24/7 deployment. AMD realized that they didn't need to displace NVIDIA in the training market to generate billions. They just needed to capture this rapidly expanding lane of high-volume inference. Hyperscalers are already committing. Meta signed a multi-year deal for up to 6 gigawatts of GPU capacity, while both Meta and OpenAI have committed to shipments of AMD's upcoming Helios rack systems. The emergence of agentic AI provided the opening that transformed the AI hardware market from a monopoly into a multi-billion-dollar duopoly. Wall Street institutional analysts quickly revised their models. Goldman Sachs shifted its rating to buy with a $450 target, while Roth Capital raised its projection to $500. The impact reached the entire S&P 500 tech sector, where net profit margins hit 29.1%, nearly double the average of the broader market. The simultaneous surges of AMD, Supermicro, and NVIDIA confirm that investors no longer see AI spending as a short-term bubble, but as a durable capital cycle. This shift provides hardware suppliers with measurable long-term earnings power as hyperscalers continue to pour capital into expanding their compute capacity. While the immediate market response was centered on Wall Street, the longer-term implications are reaching institutional allocators in emerging markets. Sovereign AI programs, including those in South Africa, are currently evaluating the hardware partners that will underpin their state-backed digital infrastructure. AMD's performance in the data center segment makes them a more credible partner for governments, looking to secure their own compute capacity without relying on a single vendor. For these sovereign actors, the transition to a competitive global market fundamentally changes the negotiation for national AI security. AMD's $10.3 billion quarter did more than move indices. It officially challenged the AI monopoly myth and signaled the start of a